So I'm not sure how common this type of gas leak is, but I just removed this from the side of the carburetor. There's just 2 Phillips screws and then a little spring and plunger. But this thing, the carburetor is only a couple years old and it's already started leaking. So I was going to see if there was a way to fix this without replacing the whole carburetor, because I don't really want to do that. So it's definitely this little like diaphragm portion. I just kind of tried to remove it and it was already cracked. So when that diaphragm is broken, the gasoline gets from this side through and leaks all out this boot here. Now this little plunger thing is kind of for cold weather priming. You're supposed to plunge it a few times and it shoots some gas up into the carburetor. I honestly never use it. I don't use my four-wheeler a lot when it's super cold out. And it seems like you can usually get it started anyway when you're choking it, or give it a little shot of ether. So I don't really care about this. I think I'm going to just try to make a seal and put this back on. So I just came up to my spot where I throw lots of random stuff and found my old carburetor from my four-wheeler. So we're going to see if this has a part on it that we can just nab and use. Okay, so here's the old carburetor that I took off a few years ago. And this is the part in question. Now I just looked online. You can get these. They're like $6 or $8. So anyway, how that actually is removed from here is just these 2 Phillips screws. And it actually looks like it is the same thing. So if this one's still okay, we'll just take this one out and put it in. Otherwise, we'll have to order something and replace it. So I popped it off of here, and it is very full of powdered gasoline, which is why I didn't use this carburetor. And it doesn't look very good. So probably if I put this in, it's just going to still leak. But I'm going to inspect it a little more here. If it doesn't appear to be cracked, I might as well throw it in and try it. So I am going to put this on right now and see if it doesn't leak, because I want to use the four-wheeler. Obviously the correct thing to do is to just order a new one. So I would recommend ordering a new one. I'll link to one down in the description of this video, and you can just order yourself one. But like I said, for now I'm just going to install this one, and hopefully it won't leak until my new one comes. So, and also if it ends up not leaking, I might just wait to order a new one until I have a problem. But the installation process is going to be the same. What's going on first? Just pushes over top of that post. There are 2 different ways that this can go on there. Like the lobe is shaped a little different one way compared to the other, so just make sure you get it on the proper way. That looks good. I'm just going to stick the screws into the housing. This crankcase tube is kind of in my way. I'm not going to go tight with that bottom screw until I get the top screw started as well. So it was dumping gas out of there like crazy, which is why the top of the starter is all like fuel stained. So we'll see. I'm not actually gonna operate the primer much, because if it's not cracked right now, it probably would be after I operate it a couple of times, just because it's so old. But I'm gonna dump some gas in there, and if it doesn't come leaking out, then great. If it does leak a little bit, then like I said, I'm just gonna order one. But the installation process is exactly the same for a new one or a used one. So yeah, let's throw some fuel in, see what it looks like. Alright, so the gasoline, I actually put it on reserves. I can see the gas came into the tube there. And is it leaking everywhere? Not yet, but it could just be still airlocked. So I'll probably start the four-wheeler, drive it around a bit, and then see if it's still leaking. Alright, so we just drove it all around the yard. Here's the moment of truth. that appears to have fixed the leak, so that's really good. I didn't show what it was like before, but all the gas had totally leaked out from that stem. So if it's leaking out of the stem on your primer thing, you do have to replace that assembly because that internal gasket, plunger gasket, has gone bad. Anyway, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you later. Say bye.
Bye.
All right.